Alright, let's continue on with this madness. I moved the camera a little bit. I think I want to just kind of get you in here. We emptied this sustainment pocket, this pouch, right? You know, I did not really spend a lot of time thinking about securing this here. I got the two secured down there and secured up here at the top. I didn't think a whole lot about it because I just didn't have time to think about it, and I thought, well, I'll just get it on there. But the way it's on there is just, you know, it's just too floppy. But this is a Molly Pals system, and this is Alice system, so they're really not compatible. So when I have more time, I will come up with a better solution for this and share it. But this floppiness causes you to have issues with putting this on in a traditional manner by grabbing the frame. Okay, because crap flopping around is not good, you know. I mean, you want to try to have stuff as stabilized as you can so that when you are putting it on and taking it off, donning and doffing the system, you don't have all of that nonsense throwing you off balance. Another thing too is everything needs to be nice and secure if you're setting it all up for jump, okay? So when you're getting ready to do your jump, everything's got to be tight. Everything's got to be in its place. Everything, you know, you can't have things loose ends anywhere when it comes to your pack, because when you drop it, you know, some of you guys will know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys just won't. But, you know, just go to jump school. You'll figure it all out real quick. Coffee. Incidentally, if you're looking for a good GPS for the sandbox, I would suggest this Garmin 601 or similar. I have a 401 that does not work anymore. I don't remember exactly what I did to it, but it doesn't work anymore. I got a 601 and it's stead, and it's a good one. Got Jump Master mode in here. You could set it all up for, you know, when you're flying through the air and whatnot. I have this on 2 pieces of parachute cord. We'll talk about that in another video. If I forget to talk about it in another video, dedicated video, just send me an email and I'll bring it up. We'll discuss it. Anyway, where was I? Emptying pouches. So I emptied that pouch. I'm going to empty this other pouch. So these are, you know, these are what they call them sustainment pouches, you know. And why do they call them that? Well, it's to keep, it's for the future, you know. It's like you're going to be there a while. It's part of your sustainment load. And I got extra food here. You know, here's some extra tea bags for my canteens, right? So let's go ahead and clear a little area out here. And I'm going to start taking stuff out of the pouch. So extra tea bags for my canteens here, which are super light. There is a meal. This is an after-party victory treat, which is bacon, right? Because in order to come to America and live here, you should be forced to eat bacon. That's right. To prove your loyalty to our people. Because you should integrate. Alright. Alpine Air. Another meal. So I've got 3 regular meals in here. Right. This is kind of in case And just in case something happened, medical issue, or I could not walk, I had to wait on search and rescue or whatever. Because where I went on this, it's called the remote military march, but they call it remote because it's not there. It's everybody else in the world. That's their idea of remote. But my idea of remote is not only that, but getting away from all the rejects of society, and having a good time and not being around other people. So to be remote is to get away from the mass clown world, right? So anyway, this is kind of like regular food. I haven't eaten that yet because I've been too busy recovering. Okay, now all of these bars, all of these open and eats, okay, I got these two. Way too many, but I wanted to kind of simulate not necessarily just going out for a one-night reconnoiter, because I packed this extra, and this is to just kind of simulate going for a few days, right? To show you guys, okay, yeah, we're going to go for a few days. We're going to be out there looking specifically for this target, blah, 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 right? Anyway, so you want to have plenty of open and eats. You don't need a lot of food that you need to prepare. This you do not need to prepare. That is preserved cooked bacon. All right, pretty nice. These two and this one you got to prepare with boiling water. All right. What do I got here? I got my super handy spoon. British guys will call this your racing spoon, although this one is quite large. Most of the time you'll keep a regular spoon in the pocket of your uniform top. Alright, but this particular spoon reaches all the way to the bottom of one of these bags, so you're not getting your hands all messy. And it says Magellan Outdoors. But one of my brothers picked up two of these down south in Texas at a place. There's a place called what did they call it? Oh, I can't remember that. There's a lot of stuff that I can't remember anymore. I'll figure it out and I'll put it down in the box if I figure it out. If you don't see it in the box immediately, it's because I didn't figure it out immediately. I don't remember. Anyway, so what I got this for my pot, for my Jomo lander, and whatever else I need to wipe down. But I just take it, I put my spoon in the corner and roll it up, and this keeps it from making any noise. So then I fold the corner in when I get to that part of the middle, because I'm going to cattywampus, catty corner, from corner to corner, right? Now I'm rolling it up until I get to the other corner. And that keeps that from banging into stuff and making any noise whatsoever. We have to remember our noise discipline whenever we are packing our rucksack in a tactical situation. When I'm not wearing the rucksack and I'm just having to move it around, okay? If I need to move it around a lot, it's sitting on the ground or whatnot, I like to pull those straps up so that I can get a good purchase on the load, okay? And they're not all flopping around. Alright, because I made this grab handle out of coyote brown and olive green paracord. It's just, I will go over it another time. I ain't got time for it now. But anyway, I like to have that like that. I throw my forearm in there and pick that whole thing up, throw it wherever I need it. Alright. So, where am I? I am done with this sustainment pouch. Alright, so what do? I'm so used to closing stuff up, unless I'm actually going to put it away, and I will be putting this away, but yeah, but I'm going to leave this open because it shows it's clear, right? And I'm just kind of like that. I open a pocket with a zipper. I get stuff in. I put stuff in, or I take stuff out. I zip it shut. That way it's secure. I always try to keep things secure. All right, that's empty. Tuck that in. Tuck that in. Okay, that's clear. All right, now my radio antenna. I got a remote cable here that goes to my whip antenna. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my antenna from the remote. So I'll unscrew that. Alright. So I'm going to pull my whip off. And then I will be come on, hand, work. My fingers and hands don't work like this should, guys, so sorry about that. Move that down there. And then we're going to get that whip secured. Alright. There we go. So I'll just put that off to the side for now. Already running out of time, man. We're probably going to have 15 flipping videos here, huh? Yeah. One of those things. Never ends. Videos never, you know, it's one of those things, man. Just never have enough time. Right? It's not like a regular classroom where you got a bunch of guys there and you could force them to sit there for 8 hours and listen to you drone on. Alright, so remote. This is an antenna relocator. Now there's a fella that makes these in North Carolina. I don't remember his name, but if you need one of these, you send me an email and I will get you the information. Alright? And they're good antennas. They're good antenna relocating cables. Alright? I think that's North Carolina, yeah. If I remember right. Alright. So I found one deficiency here in this system. So this keeps sliding back. Whenever I don't have this full up back here, because I got from the Vietnam era, I got a poncho liner roll kit to, you know, that thing is set up. It's from 67, 68 Vietnam era. It's set up to keep a roll for the poncho liner. Anyway, I don't know what they call it technically, but it's back here, and I had the Swagman roll on it. But when it doesn't have anything in it, it gives leeway. So what I'm going to have to do, if I even intend to keep this kit set up like this, is I'm going to secure this double Kifaru pouch. Quiet. Double Kifaru pouch to the frame. Alright, that's what I would do. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to think about it. Because between now and October, a lot of things could change with this situation. Because I am going out in October again. This is a Snug Pack Patrol. It's a poncho liner. Okay, so this I would put on for sleeping, and I'd put the Swagman roll on top. And I've already tried it out, and it's good. Let me tell you. Between this and the Swagman roll, you probably could go into winter. Yeah, that's how good I'm talking. So on these Kifaru pouches here, I think they used to call these the 2-quart. They don't make them no more that I know of. They're 1,000 denier pouches, and I dyed them so they have more of a tropical multi-scam look. Anyway, they got these buckles and compression straps on them. So I got the pouches on top, and then I put this on top of that and held it in place with compression straps. And then I've got that in a snug pack bag, you know, the roll bag. Yeah. Alright, so let me see what I am on time. And it's time to shut her down.